Last night was the 2020 Academy Awards, which I am super into the past few years. You know what else I'm into? Having Jason Carter, entertainment journalist, in studio to break it down.
John, wow, award season is done.
It is.
Award season's like January, the longest year of the year.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't even know January's month, but the 92nd Annual Academy Awards went off without a hitch. John, it was a weird vibe last night. I'm gonna keep it 100.
In what way?
Eminem surprising the world. It's a great song, but it was like, okay, Academy, we're doing this, Eminem. But I do think that there was
really fast. I think was it Idina Menzel they went to, and she was just like because nobody knew. I get it. He had this song. It was big in the movie, but it was like a long time ago. It was like 2003.
17 years ago, yeah. And then they cut to commercial, they come back, and then there's Eminem. Hello, surprise. Opening performance and opening monologue and opening activity from Janelle Monáe was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible for her to not only just have a mashup of so many Oscar-nominated songs that year, but to also say I am a queer Black actress on the Academy Awards stage. It was a powerful moment for people of the LGBTQ+ community. So there was a lot going on last night. Again, I still think it was a weird vibe. People try to get political. Of course they did.
Later.
Yeah. But
really fast on that. You know what I love, and I hesitate to insult Eminem. I don't want him to like make a song about me or whatever, but. You know, it's weird that so Janelle Monáe had her performance, and later on Eminem had his performance, and they're both performances, but he's rapping and doing this, and she did 3 costume changes as she sung and danced around the stage. It reminds me of the Super Bowl show where it's Jennifer Lopez is dancing upside down on guys while singing, and then they cut to these 4 guys in red jumpsuits that are yeah, and I'm like. Wow, we have really different standards for different people.
Well, and the fact that the Academy allowed Eminem to perform that song, I mean, the Academy Awards are the pinnacle. They are the Mercedes, the zenith of award shows. So there's a certain kind of level of execution and appearance. I would think you would want your performance to have. Listen, Eminem,
some performance,
right? Yeah, do what you want, Em. But it was just an awkward, surprising and kind of cool moment in the Academy Awards last night. So you gotta lose yourself. It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Great song.
He looked so different with facial hair.
I know.
I've never seen that before.
But he hasn't aged though.
No, he looks the same as 17 years ago. That's true.
They say black don't crack, Eminem don't crack.
Yeah. More appropriation from Eminem. No. Okay, so look, there's a lot that we want to talk about. Why don't we launch into some of the awards and we can touch on a bunch of stuff in there. So first, Best Supporting Actress shocked the nation by going to Laura Dern. I say that because apparently everybody expected it. What did you think about that?
I thought it was well deserved. Again, her role as Nora Fanshawe in Marriage Story was incredible. Much like her role as Renata Klein in Big Little Lies. Similar, but she's
I haven't seen that, but yeah.
Same alpha female, very powerful, just super ball buster. But she is Hollywood royalty. And again, the Academy Awards, I would like to think, or I'm pretty sure are, people campaign to win these awards.
Yes.
She went to all the luncheons. She's a favorite. And her performance was there.
It was a good performance.
It was a great performance. Was it the best in Marriage Story? No. And we're gonna talk about who should have got awarded for Marriage Story in just a few, but I'm glad she finally won. From the Star Wars movies to everything she's done.
Great Jurassic Park back in the day.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Laura Dern is a mainstay, fantastic actress, well deserved.
Yeah, the only thing that was a bit, this was the first Florence Pugh movie I've seen, and I thought she was really good in Little Women. But for me especially, I thought Scarlett Johansson was so good in Jojo Rabbit. In very little time,
yes,
she was great.
Again, teaming back up with Taika Waititi for that movie, right? Taking her from Marvel and putting her into this dark comedy that has some very dark subject matter. Her death in the movie, did it not? I mean, I'm sorry.
It's been out for 6 months or whatever.
Not to spoil on TYT, but I thought she was better in that than in Marriage Story.
I agree,
because you had a departure for Scarlett. It really showed her acting chops. And when she did interviews in regards to this movie, I think she did an interview with Elle magazine where she was completely stripped down, was very visceral. You saw a different side of Scarlett that wasn't the glam and polished and beautiful Scarlett that we come to love. She was very raw, and I think this was a performance I thought she would have taken the Oscar for.
I was hoping, but also I think we should just briefly. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, see Jojo Rabbit. It's maybe my 3rd favorite.
Incredible
movie last
movie.
year. But by the way, there wasn't. So she had been nominated in other awards shows, but Jennifer Lopez not getting a nomination there. I thought I
Criminal.
think that Margot Robbie was really good, but I probably would have put in Jennifer Lopez instead of Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's character of Caleb Pospisil in Bombshell was made up. It was fictional, right? So I thought she did a great job in that. But here we have Jennifer Lopez, who has been so many things since we've come to love her since 1997, right?
Yeah.
No, let's take it back. Since she was a fly girl in Living Color, and we've seen this evolution of J-Lo as an entrepreneur, a musician, an entertainer, and then now to have this role in Hustlers as Ramona, that you thought, well, her body looks incredible. Not to objectify Jennifer, but come on, it was
It's
a
a
movie
part of the
about
performance in this movie.
but just how she committed to that role. And then for it to not even get a showing at the Academy Awards, because there was a big conversation. J-Lo's gonna take the Golden Globe. Could she have an Oscar nom? None of that happened. Well, she did get the Golden Globe, so Golden Globe nomination. So
Yes, she did. Nomination at least.
Yeah, but
the only thing that makes me feel a little bit better about it is that she's likely to have a very good second actor in her life since she's now de-aging year by year. So that's good for her.
Alien. She's an alien.
Exactly.
Her Angela Bassett. What are they drinking? What's in the water?
Exactly. Best supporting actor went to Brad Pitt. I was happy to see that. He was the best part of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for me.
But that wasn't that great of a film. I'm sorry, it was not that great of a film. Look, it's Quentin Tarantino's penultimate. He says he's only gonna do 10 films in his career. That was the penultimate one.
I don't believe him.
Getting him and Brad Pitt and LDC, Leonardo DiCaprio on a screen together was goals. The conversation on that movie before it even dropped was major. I think Brad Pitt, much like actors like Denzel Washington, Tom Hanks, there comes a time when you have to give them the Oscar. You have, and he has an Oscar already.
He was good in this.
Right, he was great. He won an Oscar for 12 Years a Slave as a producer.
As a producer, yes.
Best Picture,
but no acting.
Right, a performance.
Other nominations, I believe, but no other.
Yeah. He was good in this. I think, sure, anyone in this category for Best Supporting Actor could have taken home the Oscar, but I'm glad it went to Brad as well.
Yeah.
No hate, no shame.
Okay, Best Director, Bong Joon-ho, first of 4 Oscars.
Historic.
I put it down on my ballot.
I saw
but
it.
I did not expect that he would get it.
Right.
I put him. I think for all 4 that they got, I put him down, and I didn't expect. I thought maybe they'd get 1.
Yeah.
I was very excited, and his speeches just got better throughout the night.
It did. John actually screenshotted your ballot from
did.
Instagram because it was intense and incredible.
I did not do well.
But he deserved to win. That movie, so nuanced. Foreign language, international foreign film. They're taking away foreign language film, right? Winning, making history. I think that also leans on a huge light shining on representation again, because we had
which they returned to from the beginning and on.
Yes, Crazy Rich Asians was that conversation when that movie was out. We have this, which was a stellar piece of work, and I think it's safe to say that the Academy is taking notice. They, remember Oscars So White?
Yeah.
All these movements that were
Green Book winning.
Yeah.
That was.
Maybe they're getting it together.
Maybe. I think what was interesting was the people setting up the show definitely were trying. How much the people who choose the nominees and select the nominees were trying.
Different conversation.
That's a different conversation. But the show was definitely trying to be better.
Right.
I think. Okay, so really fast, we have to acknowledge that it did also win Best Picture. So Parasite out of 10. I didn't think it was going to. I chose it because I wanted it to. It was like a heart choice. But I thought that Joker probably would pull it out.
Joker.
Or 1917, which won 3 Oscars already.
And 1917, as we talked about before, is one of those movies that the Academy loves to give awards to. Sprawling, huge, cinematic masterpiece, great director, the storyline, war always does well at the Oscars. But sometimes things that are antithetical to that do well as well. Joker was a great movie in that Joaquin is brilliant. 2,
Best actor, we should know.
Of course,
he got.
Absolutely. And you have a heralded, fabled DC comic villain that we've had somewhat origin stories in the past, but we got a deeper, more emotional. I can't even articulate how different this was for that story. Todd Phillips, who was the director of the movie, did a fantastic job of telling the story of the Joker, from not of him being kooky and crazy with antics like we've seen in the Tim Burton Batmans or any of the Christopher Nolan movies. So for it to win Best Actor for Joaquin Phoenix and not win Best Picture, okay.
Yeah, it was. We're gonna talk about Joaquin Phoenix's acceptance speech, which was interesting. I liked his performance. It was not my favorite movie of the year. It was like top 5,
not
or 10
mine
or something like that. Very glad that it went to Parasite. Really fast, because we did mention Joaquin. Let's also mention that Best Best Actress did go to Renee Zellweger, which is, I did not choose it even though everybody was saying it was gonna happen, so. But she won.
She won, John, and I tweeted last night, not to cut you off, that Renee Zellweger is the glaring example of your comeback is exponentially greater than the setback. For years, people counted Renee Zellweger out. She won in 2003 for Cold Mountain. She even says, wow, 17 years, good to see you guys again.
Yeah.
Right? Even won the Golden Globe as well for the same role. And it was just great to see her speeches because they were so humble. Her speech at the Golden Globes was, my agents, my team said, Renee, it's not about winning these awards, it's about doing the work. Brad Pitt also says, I didn't start winning until I just started being grateful and loving what I did, and that's when the accolades come. She was great in Judy, embodied Judy. Judy Garland never won an Oscar, so she was championing this win for her, and also for just anyone who was an underdog that's finally coming out on top. She deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Charlize,
I was more torn. I didn't have a clear choice. I thought Saoirse Ronan was good in Little Women. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I liked Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story, but I didn't have like a clear pick there.
And Cynthia Erivo. Harriet was a missed opportunity to have a great piece of cinema, I thought. I thought the music was great. I think Cynthia Erivo is an exquisite actress, but that wasn't the movie that Cynthia was gonna win for.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.